This is the Thank You Ocean Report. Citizen science is a way of involving us so we can better understand scientific concepts and processes, while at the same time providing important data collection for researchers.
So often it's too expensive to get PhD scientists out there collecting all the information and data that we need. So a great way to still collect this information is to train communities and school groups to collect this data.
Dana Roeber Murray is the Senior Coastal Policy Manager and Marine Scientist at Heal the Bay. She says in addition to data collection, there is another equally important benefit from citizen science projects.
Citizen scientists are learning more about our natural world by collecting information on underwater marine life or collecting information on human use of coastal areas. And the more people that are involved in it, the more people in California, where I work, will care about protecting these areas, will understand and buy into the science. The more you involve people in the collection of scientific data, the more they're going to trust it because they've been a part of it.
And ensuring the data is accurate and useful requires training. And here are two examples of the kind of training citizen scientists receive through MPA Watch and Reef Check, California.
Both these programs have multi-day volunteer trainings before community members go out and take scientific data. And so both of them require classroom and field training. And also the protocol and the data sheets are vetted by scientific teams. So when both protocols were developed, there were different scientists, both from social science and from natural sciences, to go over the protocol, make sure that it's scientifically rigorous before the programs even start. The more rigorous the programs are, the more relevant and confident we can be in the data.
So we've talked about data collection that helps scientists and how these programs are a huge benefit to participants, but it turns out that these projects can also help build relationships among a variety of groups.
With Reef Check, some of the dive teams that I've helped lead, especially off the coast of Santa Barbara, some of our divers are also fishermen and spear fishermen. So I was working with fishermen who might not have agreed with the marine protected areas, but one thing we all agreed on was that we should be collecting data on the marine life that lives in those areas. So it's also kind of a bridge building and trust building opportunity between scientists, conservationists, and ocean users.
And Dana, how is the data used?
MPA Watch is just in our first 5 years of the program, but already we've been meeting with state agencies, working with local enforcement officers, and meeting with biological scientists to talk about some of the early results we're seeing and talk about in the future how this data can be used. Reef Check actually has a memorandum of understanding with the state of California's natural resource managers, and the data is being directly used to evaluate marine life populations in marine protected areas.
There's a scientific and social component, too.
So you learn about the natural world more because you're paying attention to it, because that's your job as a citizen scientist, but you're also making friends with other people in your community who care about the same things and enjoy the same things that you do.
And most citizen science projects don't require any prior skills other than minimum age and availability, as with any volunteer project.
I've worked with high school students, I've worked with retirees. Citizen science is a great way also for people who have always wanted to be scientists or marine biologists to still have that as a part of their lives without it being their profession.
And my thanks to Dana Roeber Murray. And here's your Thank You Ocean everyday action. Get involved in a citizen science project yourself. They are varied, interesting, and important. I'm Jerry Kay.